Okay, I have too much information and I don't know how start all this. But and I feel like so tired, like my energy drained or all this. Okay, I think we talk about first about Isaiah 64:8. Yet you, Lord, are you Father? Are you are our Lord, are our Father? We are the clay. We are the clay. You are the potter. We are the clay. So we are the clay and we are the potter. Okay, we are all the work of your hands. Okay, they told you we are the clay and we are the potter. Potter. Okay, let's see. So we are the clay and we are the potter. What is a potter? A potter is considered potter or pottery is generally considered to be a containers. So when they talk to you about you are the potter, you are a container. So we are a container. So I can find that in the Bible they say this body is a container who contains the Spirit of God. They say that, but I can't find it. That this body is a container who contains the Spirit of God. Okay, so what a container hold? What is a container? I should do this before. What is a container? What is a container? Container. So that container in this case is the body. Okay, it's a container. It's the container, always a container, like this is a container. For example, this is a container who holds water, juice, anything. This is a container. Okay, this is the body who contains something inside. Contain water, can contain anything. This is a container. So the body, they're telling you, is a container. The body is a container. They're telling you in Isaiah, yet you, Lord, are you our Father. We are the clay, you are the potter. You are the potter, you are the container. We are the clay, you are the potter. The potter is a container. So the container is a body. So the clay, everybody knows Adam was made by clay in the Bible. Okay, so I make my homework. Anunnakis make humankind by clay. In the Bible, God, who God is Elohim in Genesis, make Adam for clay. Jabbadobat created the humans' bodies. Yes, Jabbadobat created the human bodies. The Jabbadobat and the Archons create the humans' bodies. So Anunnaki, Elohim, and Jabbadobat are the same. In the Hebrew book, who God created a golem, was created by clay. So golem is a body. Golem is a body. So Jabbadobat and the Gnostic book create a human. I will show you some video. Okay, so they say they create a body. So the body is a container who contain the Spirit of God, who contain a spirit, they say, who contain something inside. Okay, let's put it in that. These bodies contain something inside. Some Gnostic says Jabbadobat put us inside these bodies like the Yabba they call the devil. And they are not wrong, but you see, let's see this video because everything is mixed. Like I'm going to mix it some Egyptians and some Bible stuff here. Let's see more before I put it. In the Gnostics book, Jabba is Jesus. So people don't know Jabba is Jesus too. Okay. Okay. I want to speak about the Titans. The Titans are the Titans. Titans have children. Okay, the Titans have children. I find out this and oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to continue this video because I'm so tired. Okay, in the Bible in John 9:35, who was cast out? Okay, let's see. These bodies, they made it by clay. It's a container who contains something. So in John 9:35, if you read it, they say Jesus here that they throw out. Okay, so I translated this. I'm going to put it more smaller, I guess. This. Okay, who was cast out is the question. So Jesus here that they throw him out. So where? The answer is the cosmos. Okay, the cosmos, and I will show you why. So Jesus here that they throw him out. So Jesus here that they are the tenants throw him out. Who I explained in my video who was thrown out? The Son of Man. Who was thrown? Who was cast out? Thrown him out means cast out. Who was cast out in the Bible? Satan. So they call Satan. What do they say? They call Satan, but A in reverse is A. So it's Set. And An mean heaven, or An mean An, like I show you An in Greek mean Eva. Eva, okay? So Satan said, it is Eva. It said probably is, and this I don't know too much about Egyptian, but said had to have something like more higher or something feminine. I don't know. Okay, so who was cast out was Satan, but it's not Satan, it's Satan. Set, the children of Set, who in the Gnostic book somebody talk about the 100 seeds of Set. Okay, was well, he don't say it was weren't cast out. They say they were in a trap, and he say 120 come here to rescue. They coming to rescue these children who are here a trap in this body. What he say? But that my point is, it's the same history. It's the same history. I'm trying to make the links of everything. Okay, humans. I'm sorry. God created this body. Anunnaki created this body. Jabba created these bodies. Okay? So, in John 9:35, number one, somebody, I told you, created this body. That's number one. Number two, who was cast out in John 9:35? Was cast out the Son of Man. Okay? The Son of Man. Pay attention. And then who was cast out too? Satan. Satan, who is Satan, is Set. Okay? Okay? So, They will say, when Jesus hear the tenants cast out him, when he found him, when Jesus found the Son of Man, Jesus say, did you believe in the Son of Man? Well, something like that. I made this video before, so okay. I told you this is too much. I should do this in parts because it's very, it's too much. Even it's a little 3 pages only, it's too much. Okay, let's put it like this. Body is a container. God create this body. Yes, God create this body. God is Elohim, Yahweh, and the bodies are calling to Golem. Okay, Elohim, Yahweh, and Anunnakis. All them create a body. Then, okay, so a body was created. Number one, a body, doesn't matter who created this body, a body was created. Number two, the Son of Man was cast out. Satan, number three, Satan was cast out of heaven, right? The Son of Man was cast out and Satan was cast out. Number four, the childrens of the Titans weren't cast out. Yes, I find all this today. Let's hear a little because this is too much information.
The word Satan can be also traced back to 666, which is also talking about Titan. And Titan, 666, is another ancient name for Titan. The Titans were an ancient group of people that was overthrown in the cosmos.
Overthrown. Okay, the Titan were cast out. The children of the Titans weren't cast out. The group of people weren't cast out, like he said, was the children of the Titans were overthrown, and overthrown means like cast out or forced to down, something like that. You can research this word, right? So let's hear more.
Because overthrown in the cosmos, because they were and one of the titans of the cosmos was also called Kronos. Kronos was overthrown, and his children basically rose up and overthrew the Titans, burnt the Titans up, and turned the Titans into humans. So the Olympians.
Okay, what he say? Did you pay attention in the last?
The word Satan can be also traced back to 666, which is also praying against Satan. You praying against your own melanin, your own dark self. Called. It would also be time is Saturn. It's called Saturn Kronos. Here goes again. These are these origins of the devil. These are these origins of the devil. Saturn Kronos, you see, was overthrown. You see, so what we have here is these ancient powers. So if it was a black planet that was overthrown, and so the Titans were burnt up and their ashes was used to make humans. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, which is carbon, which is the basis of melanin. So when you go into church and praying against Satan, you're praying against your own melanin, your own dark self, called the dark night of the soul, or the shadow, or the shadow. You see what I'm saying? Now, if the Titans were overthrown and their blood was turned.
The Titans are, for you understand, the Titans are the Nephilims too. Nephilims.
was turned into man. And all. Remember, Satan was overthrown from heaven, and he was bound for 1,000 years. Well, how do you bind a God? You put a God in a human body, and that's how you bind a God.
You put a God in a human body. What I say it? Let's link this. The body is a container. How you bind a God? Put it in a human body. Let's check this. More proof.
You try to defeat me. I am the great Satan that you prison my destiny. Nasty thought. I can't restrain for long. I need a better prison. A stronger one. There's nothing stronger than Acheron. Incorrect, Mr. Scratch. The mightiest prison is the first one created by the false god. The human body, flesh and bone. The strongest and most sacred bindings in nature. It has to be sacred bindings in nature. God, the human body, flesh and bone. The strongest and most sacred bindings in nature. The mightiest prison is the first one created by the false god. The human body, flesh and bone. The strongest and most sacred bindings in nature. The mightiest prison is the first one created by the false god. The human body, flesh and bone. The strongest and most sacred bindings in nature.
Okay. In this movie in Netflix, I don't remember the name, they say the human body is a prison. The human body is a prison who container. He's going to contain it to Satan in this movie. So they say the human body was created for the fake God. Well, they fight about gods. Who is the God, Satan, or who is the other God? So that is not even my point. My point is like they say this human body was created by some God who the body is so this body is so powerful could contain inside a God. What the guy said use now? What does God say use now?
Used to make humans. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, which is carbon, which is the basis of melanin. So when you go into church and praying against Satan, you're praying against your own melanin, your own dark self, called the dark night of the soul, or the shadow, or the shadow. You see what I'm saying? Now, if the Titans were overthrown and their blood was turned into man, and all. Remember, Satan was overthrown from heaven, and he was bound for 1,000 years. Well, how do you bind a God? You put a God in a human body, and that's how you bind a God.
Do you see? This movie is telling you these bodies. Don't tell me these bodies are the cube. These bodies are the cube. This body can contain even a spirit of God inside us. Good or not good, but they can contain some spirits inside this body. In this case, they overthrown Kronos, who are the Titans, Saturn, who are Titans, who are the Nephilim, who is supposed religion make us believe they are the bad ones, but in reality they are the good ones. They put us inside to this body. So this body in the Bible say a specific is a container for the Spirit of God. It's amazing. So now let's touch the part gnostic. I don't know if this part.
She used just her own.
No, this one. Is this one? No. It's this one, I guess.
Feminine energy to. And she recognized within the perfect human the vision of the mate that she saw in the celestial realm. She recognized it as her husband. So Saklas is terrified. He is so glad whenever the celestial human type, perfected man, disappears, that he concocts a plan with his 7 chief archons to make a physical body in the image of the celestial man that they saw, so that he will become enamored with it, and as a spiritual light from the celestial realm, choose to embody within the likeness that they make for him, basically creating like a mousetrap of a fleshly body so that the spirit will get stuck in it. And as a spiritual light from the celestial realm, choose to embody within the likeness that they make for him, basically creating like a mousetrap of a fleshly body so that the spirit will get stuck in it, to make a physical body in the image of the celestial man that they saw, so that he will become enamored with it, and as a spiritual light from the celestial realm, choose to embody within the likeness that they make for him, basically creating like a mousetrap of a fleshly body so that the spirit will get stuck in it.
Okay, again, they created a body who the spirit or the celestial man, they don't call God in this time, but they call the celestial man, is going to be a trap in this body. Do you see? These bodies, when they say you are God, they are not lying. When a person, the Bible says you are God, they are not lying. That God live inside you. When they say God live inside you, they are not lying. Yes, some beings, celestial beings called Titans, called Saturn, called Kronos, called celestial bodies, called gods, called whatever name you want it, they are inside these bodies. They are inside these bodies. And this body, and all then they say this body is like a prison. I don't know if I pronounce it right. Prison of these gods. So gods are inside to this human's body, or the celestials beings for the realms in the gnostic book are a trap in these bodies. Same thing. I prove with gnostic. With the gnostic books, with the Bible, and with the Egyptian, this body is a container for the spirit or God or the Titans or the Nephilim, etc. Who knows more? Because this is too much for me. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay? And it's more, even in everything I read it, it's a lot of information. You just want to do something small, but it's like a lot of information. So, who was cast out was the Titans, and who was cast out was the Son of Man. And the Son of Man, I make videos and videos, and the children's on the more high. The more high. Well, yeah, everything they telling us is in reverse. So when they say cast out of heaven, in the Titans, they say we're cast out for creation outside of the universe. And this person say, I don't know if I have here, because he says something why he was cast out to
create. And she created a being of intense power. She tried to hide it behind a luminous cloud that surrounded her, and keep him from the prying eyes of those around her that might judge her sinful for having made a creature outside of duality. This being she called Yaldabaoth, child of chaos, born out of chaos. Whenever he was created, he marveled at himself. A light came forth from him, brighter than all the lights of the eighth heaven. And he said, "How great I am." From that point, it drew the attention of the other celestial beings around Sophia, Pisces Sophia, and they saw through the luminous cloud and saw Yaldabaoth. And for his transgression of saying that he was great, the other celestial beings forced him down. Sophia had
Forced him down, cast out, fall.
to give up her child. It was thrown down to the material plane into time-space through the veil, and this perfect light that he shed.
He was cast out into time and space through the veil. This is amazing. To the veil, to the cosmos, probably he's talking. Everything they're telling us is wrong. The bad ones are the good ones, and the good ones are the bad ones, probably. Or maybe it's not even bad one. They want to believe us it's a bad ones. I'm not sure, but personally, I believe it's a bad one because I've been attacked. So I'm sure it's some entity is bad. Okay, I will share my dreams about that, how I know, but it's everything I say it is like when they say, the gnostic says this body a trap our spirits, is true. Is I prove in the Bible, the spirit of God, the spirit, because God is a spirit, right? God is a spirit. The Lord is a spirit too. So this man explained very good what is about. Not what is about all this. It's like the angels, like I made my movie in my movies, they are jealous because we are almost going to be perfect. Okay? Well, I think that's it. But when they talk about the Titans was overthrown and they send it to vessels or humans, I don't know if they talk humans are intelligence, or the humans who Ish or Isha, because Isha are the other people. They say humans, but in reality we are not humans. We are Isha and Ish. The humans are the intelligence. So that's why, like they call all these, they call you humans. So don't get it confused. That's why I guess they talking about Ish and Isha, who are the fragiles. Okay? Yeah, because, well, that's it. Yes. These bodies are containers of gods. Gods, Kronos, different gods in all mythology. Yes, they are inside of this body. This body is a prison. This body is a high. This body is very powerful. Can even contain a god inside, and this god cannot escape to this body. That's what it say it in few words. Okay.